Dear God, thank you for enabling us to gather here for this meeting. May we have meaningful discussion that will help us to build each other up and glorify your name. Help us to share things that will benefit all of us and draw people to the kingdom. Help us to deal with different challenges that we are facing as a team. May we approach each other with respect and kindness. Lord, create an environment of cooperation in this place. Help us to be one in the Spirit. In Jesus' name we believe and pray. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Doug Brown.
Here.
Megan Bryant.
Here.
Steve Dorsones.
Present.
Kathy Driscoll. Here. Jim Mullins.
Present.
Chris Coltetti. Jeremy Wilson.
Here.
All aldermen are present except for Skoltez. Tonight, I would like to honor 16-year-old Taylorville sophomore Olivia Hammac. In 2019, Olivia was the solo national champion in the Formula Junior B. But this past year, 2023, as a 16-year-old, she was the solo national champion by placing first in the Super Street Ladies Division with her car out front there. So, Olivia, if you'd come forward. Whereas to really excel in any one sport, a young person must demonstrate, in addition to a great deal of natural ability, an outstanding spirit of dedication, enthusiasm, and hard work. And whereas Olivia Hammac became the 2023 SCCA Solo National Champion in the SSL, now therefore I, Bruce Berry, Mayor of the City of Taylorville, do hereby proclaim September 18th as the Olivia Hammac Day. Congratulations. After the meeting, she'll be giving test drives for anybody. Oh. Congratulations. Thank you. On this vote, that's a motion to approve.
So moved.
Motion by Alderman Bryant, second.
Second.
Alderman Dorsones. Roll call.
Megan Bryant.
Yes.
Steve Dorsones.
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll. Yes. Jim Mullins.
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson.
Yes.
Doug Brown.
Yes.
Motion carries 6-0. Minutes of the public hearing held September 5th, 2023. Minutes of the regular meeting held September 5th, 2023. Minutes of the Personnel Committee meeting held September 7th, 2023. Minutes of the Emergency Services Committee meeting held September 7th, 2023. And minutes of the Cemetery Board of Managers meeting held September 12th, 2023. And minutes of the Lake and Airport Committee meeting held September 14th, 2023. Motion to approve the minutes.
So moved.
Alderman Bryant, second. Alderman Brown, questions or comments? Roll call.
Megan Bryant.
Yes.
Steve Dorsones.
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll.
Yes.
Jim Mullins.
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson.
Yes.
Doug Brown.
Yes. Motion carries 6-0. Motion to approve the mayor's appointment of Randy Mitchelson as Ward 1 Alderman.
So moved.
Motion by Alderman Bryant, second.
Second.
Alderman Dorsones, questions or comments? Roll call.
Steve Dorsones.
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll.
Yes.
Jim Mullins.
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson.
Yes.
Doug Brown.
Yes.
Megan Bryant.
Yes.
Motion carries 6-0. Oath of office, Randy, if you want to come forward. Kathy, please.
Yes. Raise your right hand.
Oh,
Other right.
I never always like
Me neither. Do you solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Illinois, and that you will faithfully discharge the duties of Alderman for Ward 1 according to the best of your ability?
I will.
Welcome to the circus.
Thank you. Congratulations, Randy.
Thank you, Mayor.
Ordinance, an ordinance approving and authorizing the execution of the Business Development District Number 1 redevelopment agreement by and between the City of Taylorville, Illinois, and the Greater Taylorville Chamber of Commerce. Motion by Alderman Wilson, second.
Second.
Alderman Bryant, questions or comments? Our new Alderman, the BDD committee gave the Greater Taylorville Chamber of Commerce $8,000 for children's health. That's what we're doing.
Thank you.
Roll call.
Kathy Driscoll, yes. Randy Mitchelson?
Yes.
Jim Olive?
Yes.
Chris Popetti? Oh, sorry. Jeremy Wilson?
Yes.
Doug Brown?
Yes.
Megan Bryan?
Yes.
Keith Dorchenez?
Yes.
Mayor Barry?
Yes, motion carries 8-0. Motion to authorize and direct the mayor to sign the letter of engagement memorandum for the Taylorville Christian County Enterprise Zone Amendment. Motion by
So moved.
Alderman Bryant, second.
Second.
Alderman Olive, questions or comments?
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, sir.
the motion is actually for the revised letter of engagement memorandum, as you all saw, was a paragraph added on to go forward with phase 1 at this time, and Jeff Torricelli by an email to us has indicated he's okay with that, so the motion is actually for that revised.
Motion for the revised, so I have a motion
So moved.
by Alderman Bryant, second. Alderman Olive on the revised ordinance, so, excuse me, roll call?
Randy Mitchelson?
Yes.
Jim Olive?
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson?
Yes.
Doug Brown?
Yes.
Megan Bryan?
Yes.
Keith
Yes.
Dorchenez? Kathy Driscoll? Yes.
Motion carries 7-0. Motion to authorize and direct the mayor to sign vendor invoice number 230279 for airport project number TAS 84842 in the amount of $19,601.14 for professional service rendered from CMT and forward the request to the Illinois Department of Transportation for disbursement and approved payment of same pending receipt of disbursement. Motion?
So moved.
Alderman Bryant, second.
Second.
Alderman Dorchenez, questions or comments? Roll call?
Jim Olive?
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson?
Yes.
Doug Brown?
Yes.
Megan Bryan?
Yes.
Keith Dorchenez?
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll? Yes. Randy Mitchelson?
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0. Motion to approve the bid and or advertise a permanent part-time crossing guard position. Motion?
So moved with comment.
Alderman Bryant, second.
Second.
Alderman Wilson, comment. Alderman Bryant?
I'd like for this motion to include the fact that we're paying half of the salary and the other half will be paid by the school district.
Okay. So we need a new motion to approve to bid and advertise a permanent part-time crossing guard with us paying half and the school paying half.
So moved.
And they verbally agreed to that, so, motion of Alderman Bryant, second.
Second.
Alderman Wilson, questions or comments? Roll call?
Jeremy Wilson?
Yes.
Doug Brown?
Yes.
Megan Bryan?
Yes.
Keith Dorchenez?
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll? Randy Mitchelson?
Yes.
Jim Olive?
Yes.
Motion carries 6-1. Motion to approve the special events permit for Faith Bible Christian Academy Sports Boosters at the intersection of West Main Crossing, Webster Street on October 13th to 14th, 2023. Motion to approve?
So moved.
Alderman Dorchenez, second.
Second.
Alderman Olive, questions or comments? Roll call?
Doug Brown?
Yes.
Megan Bryan?
Yes.
Keith
Yes.
Dorchenez? Kathy Driscoll?
Yes.
Randy Mitchelson?
Yes.
Jim Olive?
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson?
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0. City Attorney update.
I've got nothing further to add to the emails that I've been sending to you folks since the last city council meeting. Other than that, I welcome Randy to the council, and I asked Julie to give me his emails so I can get him up to date on the emails messages.
It'll be the same one as Larry's was with his iPad.
Larry's with
Okay.
his personal, so I have to make a new one.
Oh, I have a new one then, because the other Ward one had its own email.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
All right,
I'll
we'll
shoot
get
you
it to
mine.
you, Rocky.
Thank you.
All right?
Okay, very good.
Thank you. Mayoral report, thank you for approving my appointment of Randy Mitchelson as Ward 1 Alderman. Randy will fulfill the role of Larry Budd as Finance Chairman, will take his place on the Ordinance Committee, and will also be on the Lake and Airport and Water Committees. Thank you for approving the Enterprise Zone engagement. Special thanks to People's Bank and Trust for donating the $15,000 to the Christian County Economic Development Council to pursue this amendment. This Thursday and Friday, I will be at the IML conference, but will be available by phone. Thank you. Committee reports, discussion and/or motions to approve, adopt, and/or deny, and/or table, and/or amend, and/or refer to the appropriate committee and whole or in part the matters regarding the following subject matters discussed at the committee level. Personnel.
Thank you.
Right?
First is a motion to recommend to the city council to direct the mayor to send a letter to the board of fire and police commissioners to hire a replacement police officer from the police eligibility list.
Motion by Alderman Bryant, second.
Second.
Alderman Dorsones, questions or comments? Roll call.
Megan Bryant?
Yes.
Steve Dorsones?
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll?
Yes.
Randy Mitchelson?
Yes.
Jim Olive?
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson?
Yes.
Doug Brown?
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0. Cemetery Board of Managers.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Pardon, Doug, you want to take that?
Motion to recommend to the city council to amend the originally approved quote for the survey of block 41, $5,650 from Wendell Surveying to an increased cost of $77,550. Make that in form of motion.
Motion by Alderman Brown, second.
Second.
Alderman Wilson, questions or comments? Roll call.
Steve Dorsones?
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll?
Yes.
Randy Mitchelson?
Yes.
Jim Olive?
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson?
Yes.
Doug Brown?
Yes.
Megan Bryant?
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
Next motion to recommend to the city council to approve the purchase of 2024 three-quarter ton F-250 truck from Bob Riding's Fleet Sales at a cost not to exceed $47,948 to be paid from the Perpetual Care Fund interest account. Make that in form of motion.
Motion by Alderman Brown, second.
Second.
Alderman Bryant, questions or comments? Roll call.
Kathy Driscoll?
Yes.
Randy Mitchelson?
Yes.
Jim Olive?
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson?
Yes.
Doug Brown?
Yes.
Megan Bryant?
Yes.
Steve Dorsones?
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0. Lake and Airport.
Motion to recommend to the city council to update the current lake lot and campground lease, adding the following verbiage. Lake lot and campground rental fees will be non-refundable regardless of self-termination of lease agreement. I'd like to make that in the form of a motion.
Motion by Alderman Brown, second.
Second.
Alderman Bryant, questions or comments? Roll call.
Randy Mitchelson?
Yes.
Jim Olive?
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson?
Yes.
Doug Brown?
Yes.
Megan Bryant?
Yes.
Steve Dorsones?
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll?
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
Motion to recommend to the city council to approve the following changes to the cabin and camping reservation process. Updating the reservation forms to include April 1 starting date for reservation, non-refundable deposits, credit card requirements, reservation form requirements, and enforcing the current refund cancellation policy. Like to make that in the form of a motion as well.
Motion by Alderman Brown, second.
Second.
Alderman Bryant, questions or comments on this? Roll call.
Jim Olive?
Yes.
Jeremy Wilson?
Yes.
Doug Brown?
Yes.
Megan Bryant?
Yes.
Steve Dorsones?
Yes.
Kathy Driscoll?
Yes.
Randy Mitchelson?
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0. Motion to approve and ratify payment of bills, $869,317.35. Motion.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
You want to make a motion on payment of the bills?
Yeah, so moved.
Motion by Alderman Mitchelson, second.
Second.
Second, Alderman Brown. Questions or comments? Comments, CTI, $3,238. Chubb Auto Repair, $4,961 for a transmission. Neil Tire and Auto, $1,187. Urban Rental, $1,170. Max Sales and Service, $2,660. Traffic Safety Warehouse, $2,159. CCI, $7,906. Phil Tullis Excavation, $18,986. Peerless Restoration for the flood in the basement, $16,074. Breeze Courier, $1,252. Brentag Mid-South, $14,603. Cone Incorporated, $3,300. Dunn Company, $13,391. Neptune Benson Incorporated, $6,143. Siler Instrument, $1,692. Mississippi Line Company, $14,768. PS Printing, $2,775. Vandermeer Engineering, $16,100. Co-equipment, $3320. Nokomis Quarry, $5,080. Truman and Flat, $436,170. And these total come to like $708, but the total bills are $869,317.35. So, motion to approve and seconded, so roll call.
Jeremy Wilson.
Yes.
Doug Brown.
Yes.
Megan Bryan.
Yes.
Steve
Yes.
Dorsones. Kathy Driscoll. Randy Mitchelson.
Yes.
Jim Oliver.
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0. Per subparagraph G of 5 ILCS 120/2.06, this portion of the city council meeting is reserved for any person who wishes to address the council on any relevant subject matters concerning the city. The Illinois Open Meeting Act 5 ILCS 120/1 ed. mandates no action shall be taken on subject matters not listed on the agenda, but the council may direct staff to address the topic or refer the subject matter to a future council and or committee. If anyone wishes to address the council, please provide your name and address. Limit your comments or presentation to 3 minutes and avoid repetitious comments. Anyone out there like to speak?
Me.
Go ahead.
Well, I guess I've been debating all day on how to ask this question. And I guess maybe, Rocky, this question is for you in the beginning. But if the council as a whole comes to an agreement and directs the mayor to act on the city's behalf, is he to act on the city's behalf?
If the motion is one that is within the power of the council, there's a lot of things the mayor could do without council approval. But if it's relating to a matter that is subject to the approval of the council, and the council votes to do a certain way, then yes, the mayor should follow that.
Okay, so let me give you an example. We go into closed session for negotiations, and I know not to speak of closed session, so before everybody starts to panic, I'm well aware. We come to an agreement on a proposal for said negotiation. We direct the mayor, as a council in whole, to present this offer. The mayor does not present this offer. The mayor does not even set a meeting to present this offer. The mayor actually calls the union president and says that the city is not in a position to negotiate at this time. So, I'm curious as to why we would sit through a closed session, all agree upon something, to have the mayor turn around and say, we're not in a position to negotiate.
Well, all those comments were in closed session. There was nothing directed after the closed session.
Okay.
I'm in the process of meeting with fire, police, and AFSCME.
That has nothing to do with it.
And there's not one council member that knows how much money we have to give for raises. So, even though we talked about a different offer in closed session, I don't think I had the right to answer that until I hear what the requests are from the other unions.
But that's where I don't believe it's up to you, because we discussed
Everything was discussed
everything.
in closed session.
Correct, and that was not what came out of that.
Well, the council never made any action. If they would have made an action to present that proposal.
So then what was the point of us sitting through that whole closed session discussing that, if you were gonna turn around and do whatever you wanted to do?
No, I didn't do anything yet.
You told them we weren't in a position to negotiate when we said that the 7 of us, that we said we were.
Well,
So you just
I
trumped.
don't think we're in a position to negotiate.
It's not about what you think.
Well, then, what I want to know is not offer them something that we can't fulfill our end of the agreement.
So Rocky, my question then, next time we go into closed session for this, there's no point whatsoever.
I'm sorry, I don't want to talk over you, but there can be no agreements made in closed session. Okay, that's rule number 1. I think there's a lot of discussion, and I think there was an indication as to where opinions were expressed as where most of you would like to see where it goes. But to make it an official motion, you would have to make that motion outside the closed session and say, here's what we want to offer.
Well,
I think there was a lot of different things discussed in the closed session. There was a clear, I think, understanding of where the direction was gonna head. But that there was no agreement that was what was actually gonna be,
Okay. So,
portrayed, because you can't do an agreement in closed session.
okay, so
I think you understand that too, but I do agree with you, that closed session, there was, I believe, enough opinions expressed of the direction that most of you would like to see the negotiations to go.
okay, and I guess a big problem I have, and I'm sure the other council members would agree with me, is I don't appreciate you saying the city is not in a position, because you're speaking for the 8 of us. You're not, and that wasn't, no, hold on, that was not the opinion of the 8 of us, 7 at that time. So you should have said, hey, I am sorry, Union President, but I don't believe, even though the council has come to an agreement, I don't believe.
But this was never voted on, so I.
Well, we
couldn't
won't make that
vote.
mistake
I
again.
couldn't
I
vote
can
that.
promise you, we won't
But
make that mistake
I would
again.
like, I sat with Valerie today and I was trying to find out how much money we actually had. Because I know you don't know it, no alderman knows how much money we have to give to these races. So for me to make an offer that you agreed to in closed session, I don't think is pertinent.
Well,
with this
then you
because-
should have spoke with us before you spoke to them and said how we felt.
No, I shouldn't divulge anything that went into closed session. If you wanted to vote on it in open session, then I would have told them.
You
But
did divulge. You told them that we decided we were not in a spot to negotiate. You
I don't
divulged to
think we
him.
were.
Oh my goodness.
Do you know how much money we have to give for radios, Megan?
I am so tired of
No,
shady
do
shit.
you? That's not shaky.
It is shady carpet. You
What?
know it's shady.
We're gonna give, okay, say for instance, we're gonna give one
I don't
department
need examples.
$10,000 raises, and then we're gonna give the other department $2,000 raises? I don't
And you
that-
think we can't.
I don't
So
think-
you decided to
No.
tell them that we thought we couldn't.
So do you know how much money we have in our general account? No, you don't. Okay? Nobody does. I tried with Valerie today and Iris, we're gonna discuss it again tomorrow to find out how much money we have.
For the record, I'm respecting closed session, so I'm not gonna divulge what I'd like to say.
Okay.
All I'm saying is, I'm
I
sure I'm not the
didn't
only one that doesn't appreciate it.
I didn't divulge anything from closed session.
No, I'm saying I'm not going to. Well, you acted like you did because you kind of divulged that we weren't in a place to negotiate.
I don't think we are. I really don't. You're gonna give somebody a raise and not be able to pay them in a year? Well, no, I mean, that's common sense. You can ask one and give them everything you want, but if we don't have the money,
That is
what are
not
we
even what
gonna
we're
do?
talking about.
Yes, it is.
Okay, we're talking about you not expressing what the 7 of us felt. Does anybody
No,
else
I
agree
didn't
with me on
express
this?
anything that came out in closed session.
So instead of having a meeting like he said he
No.
was going to,
No.
even though we had a
We
meeting
are-
before
we're
without
meeting.
all the
I
appropriate
met
people.
with them, or I talked to them.
Right, you met with
maybe
them, you and
a week-
HR.
Week or so after.
Which per
next
ordinance
week,
is not
'cause
legal.
I'm meeting with AFSCME Tuesday, yes, with the finance chairman and myself.
Well, I hope all the
and
unions out
HR.
there know that that is not the opinion of the council.
Well-
And not to get a bad taste about the council in their mouths.
Well, I'm just saying.
Because of one man's
I don't
opinion.
think the city's in a position now.
Well, I'm
to
glad you
offer-
don't think.
offer-
I'm glad you are. One,
Well, I'm on the
Vote.
negotiating committee,
maybe,
right?
by
Valerie,
default.
it's
You
on
wouldn't
mine.
be if it was mine.
Well, that's not your, it
I
doesn't matter what
know,
your
I
opinion
know it is.
really.
I know it
So,
is.
Point taken. So, all right. Motion for adjournment?
So moved.
Yeah, I'd like to, real quick.
Chief, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Come on, man.
All right.
Make it a brighter moment real quick. I'd like to recognize these officers. Real quick. Be less than 3 minutes.
What's your name and address?
First off, Officer Pretty, she's in charge of the community action team. She was very involved in this last operation that we did, which was a great success. I'm so proud of her accomplishments, the long hours she spent, and also she's a kid. I can't be more proud. Sergeant Nelson, he's our forensic analysis guy. We got tons of information off his phones from his bad guys, and we learned a lot of intelligence by him. He's done a great job. All Officer Todd, I'll call him the enforcer. He's the guy that goes out and does most of the buys for us. Well, actually, him and I together a lot, work together a lot. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to follow the rule of law. We have 100% conviction rate due to all three of them with our these operations. So I just want to thank you all. And also, one more is for an undercover officer. He is present today. You guys just can't see him. But just kidding. His name is David. I won't get too much into him, but he works part-time here in Christian County. He's a full-time officer in Sangamon County at a police department. I want to thank the chief of police at that department for letting us use him to come over here to make patrol buys on these drug dealers in Taylorville. Didn't cost us a dime. They paid the overtime for him. He came out, he did a great job, and we're so proud of him. So I want to thank them. And also I want to thank Assumption Police he's part-time over there, and they did the same thing also. They let us use him. But the big part is the department in Sangamon County that let us use him was very special. You know, it was great for their council and their chief to let them come on here and help Taylorville get rid of these bad guys. So with that being said, just kidding. If you can give this to Dave.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that'd be fine. All right, 4 minutes.
And thank you, Chief. Thank you,
Motion
Chief,
for
too.
adjournment.
Thank you all.
Motion by Alderman Bryant, second.
Second.
Alderman Wilson, all in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carried.
Run, Randy, run.